Good morning, and thanks for watching another Glenn Maney Talks Chelsea. Last night it was Everton 1, Chelsea 0 in the Premier League, and it's going to be a short one this morning because I'll be honest, I've slept on it. Because last night I had the right hump. I won't lie to you, the right hump for a few reasons, but obviously Chelsea losing, I've always got the hump. But it was the way we lost. It was some of the individual performances. It was the way the team was picked last night. It was there was a lot of things. And then I went on social media. This is just after the game, and there was some plum, some proper cabbage. The first one I see. Oh, Mendy. If that had been Kepa. That had been Kepa, people would have been slaughtering him. Yeah, you know why that is? That's because Kepa has had about 400 chances to play well, and he hasn't. And it's because Mendy has made probably two mistakes that I can think of, and kept, was it 8 clean sheets? That's why. That's why, mate. That's and I looked again on Twitter, and there was someone else. Oh, Mendy's made a mistake. He's now the worst goalkeeper in the world. Oh my good God. Where do they get these people from? Where? I don't think they're born. I think they're hatched. Oh, it's as if the actual philosophy, the actual theory, the essence behind the word support has just gone. It's as if they're waiting for a negative to jump on. And Chelsea certainly gave the Cabbages plenty of opportunity last night. So, when did I first become alarmed last night? In the first 6 minutes, when I watched Havertz give the ball away twice, and also get in really dangerous positions where he could have released Reece James and I don't think what else it was. I think it was Cover. And the ball was so lightly weighted, and it started an attack for them both times. But he wasn't the only one. Little N'Golo Kante, who I normally heap praise upon, gave the ball away twice. Mason Mount, wrongly weighted ball. It was I could go on actually. I could go on. Giroud with a little flick Werner with a little flick when I thought he could have actually stood on the ball, looked up, and even had a shot. It was just a catalogue of errors. And that was in the first 6 minutes. In the first 6 minutes, I put my notepad down and thought to myself, what is happening here? Can't be the pitch, because Everton seemed to be playing all right. Not that they were trying to pass to each other. It was a hoof to Dominic Calvert-Lewin every time they got the ball. But I thought Everton were horrible. I just thought, the amount, forget. I mean, Richarlison, how aggravating is Richarlison? Holds his face, no matter what, he can get a kick round the knee. Holds his face, goes over. And I thought the whole Everton team last night, and don't get me wrong, I take my hat off to them. They beat us fair and square. They were hard working. They put a proper shift in, and most importantly, they could pass to their own colour. If they saw someone in blue, they could hit them. We couldn't. But they were horrible. They were horrible. Everything, time wasting. You can't blame them. But the dark arts, they had it off to horrible team performance. I wouldn't. Well, I say, if we'd won 1-0, Chelsea played like that, I'd probably be sitting here singing a totally different tune, wouldn't I? But yeah, horrible. And it was a horrible game to watch. We never got better after that first 6 minutes. Excuse me. We never got any better. It was just a horrible, horrible team performance. So it's going to be short today, folks. I'm just going to score the team, and I'm going and looking forward to the next game, because we just got to do that. Sometimes you just have such a bad day at the office. You think, well, do you know what? It's not even really worth analysing that. I'll just draw a line under it and go again. Because I mean, last night I even had me worries when I looked at the team sheet, because I thought, no Jorginho, no Billy Gilmore. Who's going to play those passes that can open this lot up? You couldn't even say, because Pulisic was injured and Ziyech was out, we didn't even have anyone on the wing that could produce a different kind of pass. Werner's not going to be known for his passing. Werner's pace, I think he should be playing down the middle, you know that. But, you can't expect defence splitting balls from him. Reece James, who was one of the few highlights of last night, I thought he was excellent. He was my man of the match. I'm going to give him a 9, because he didn't even have any help. See him throw his hands up in the air at Havertz, and I can understand it. I thought Reece James was excellent. I felt sorry for him. Last night. He was practically playing a match on his own. But yeah, I forgot. I've lost me track. But yeah, Reece James, he's played some excellent balls in, but he had to concentrate really on the defensive side of things, because no one was helping him out. It was a bizarre game. But that's what I thought when the team sheet came out. I thought, Frank, what are you doing? Why is there no Jorginho or Billy Gilmore? Should have sacrificed either Cover or Mount. With the amount of games Mount's played lately, I thought it was going to be him, but no. So anyway, I don't pick the team. I don't see him in training. I always put that disclaimer on. So with Frank, I stand. But I was a bit surprised when I saw that team sheet, I've got to admit. So Mendy, the much maligned Mendy, the now overnight worst goalkeeper in the world for some of the Chelsea cabbages. Didn't really have an awful lot to do. I can only think of one save, and where he come out in the air, which was excellent. Hurt himself, but that's what I want to see from my goalkeeper. Never seen Kepa do that. The great Kepa, the overnight success. Kepa Arrizabalaga. He came out for the. It was a poor bit of goalkeeping that gave the penalty away. There was no need for him to be there, and no need for him to check the player. But there you go. If you've got a goalkeeper whose biggest sort of chink in their armour, their worst fault is coming off their line quick, then I can live with that. You're going to get probably 4 or 5 mistakes a season, but you know what? You're going to save 50, so I can live with that. Mendy, I am going to give a 5, because eventually it did cost us the game, and to be honest, he didn't have much else to do. So for what he did, I'm going to give him a... No, I'm not. I'm going to give him a 6 because of that, coming and being positive, getting the ball. Then he really made the one cock up, and it cost us the game as it happens. But we still had, what was it, 80 minutes, 70 minutes to get that game back, and we didn't. Forget the hit in the post twice. What if it didn't go in? Easy as that. So you've got to make sure that it does. And with the amount of talent still on that pitch, we should have done. Right, Reece James, I'm giving him a 9. Give him a 9. I thought he was excellent. He was excellent defensively. He was excellent going forward. You could see he was frustrated. I felt sorry for the boy. Brilliant. Coming along, absolutely brilliant. Got to be up there for player of the season. So far at this early stage. Zuma did okay. Zuma did okay. Zuma can have a 7. Couple of misplaced passes in the 90 minutes, but when you misplace a couple of passes and you're still one of the most accurate passers in the team, what can I say? 7. Thiago Silva got out muscled by Dominic Calvert Lewin, but you know what? That's going to happen. But not his best game. I thought he should and normally would have handled that a bit better. He's getting a 6. Chilwell's getting a 7. Did okay. A few misplaced passes, but that was part of the course last night. In the middle, N'Golo's worst game of the season, in my opinion. Didn't really get into it. Won a few balls, gave a lot away. And for that reason, because I set him such high standards, because I think he's our top player, our first name on the team sheet. So N'Golo's only going to get, he's going to get a 5 because he was so far below his best. Mason Mount is going to get a 7. Can't fault the lad for effort, but his passing was off last night. Even his dead balls, a couple of his corners just hit the first man. I thought Willian had whited up. I was gonna go into a rage. So you can't do that anymore. You can't white up. Yeah, and Havertz last night, Kai Havertz, and you know I'm a big fan. You know I think he's going to be a superb player. For whatever reason, last night I'm giving Kai Havertz a 3. He turned up, he was in football boots, he was wearing the right kit, and he combed his hair. That's the 3 I'm giving him. He'll have a lot better games for Chelsea, and last night it's one of them draw a line underneath it nights. Werner, I am giving a 5. Not his greatest game. And Giroud gets a 6. He didn't have much service. A couple of little flicks. One chance that should have hit the back of the net that's probably still flying over Merseyside as we speak. Not his greatest game, but put in a shift. And I'm not going to score the substitutes, but what a point of bringing Tammy on. I suppose it was only because Havertz was that bad. But why we didn't bring on a creative midfield player a lot earlier, I don't know. I at that moment when that substitution was made, I thought I really do know nothing about football, because I thought we were crying out for a creative player. I'd even brought 2 on if necessary. You know, because the midfield was so poor. You know, it really was. Why not play Billy Gilmore in Mount's place and sit Jorginho there? You know, and say to him, create. Even put him in front of Kante. Just something to shake it up. So for that reason, I'm giving Frankie, Super Frankie, only gets a 5 from me last night, because I didn't think the in-game management was good, and I was surprised at the first team. But as I say, just my opinion. I am now the worst supporter in the world after being the best. Just my opinion. Okay, folks, and that's me from today. I'm just drawing a big line up under that one and enjoying my Sunday, and I hope you lot do the same. I shall speak to you after the next game. Onwards and upwards, up to Chelsea.